Okay, for episode 2 of the breakdown, we are going to look at J5. Jhalen Bien-Aime. We're looking at this guy right here, right? And we're going to see the amazing athletic ability by a talented individual. And it's going to show all throughout this clip right here. So, what we're going to look at is, the design run that's going on here. Now, it's going to start out as a pass. So they're going to fake the pass play and then hand it off. And in the football world, we call that a draw. So you have a continuous sequence of running plays. Then you might throw in some passing plays. And to keep the defense on their heels, you're going to come up with a play that kind of has a combination of the two. So it'll start out as a pass play, and then it'll eventually turn into a run play, right? There we go. Boom. Right there, right? So you saw how we got it right there, and starts off going to a pass. Boom, right? Looking. Simmons is at quarterback right now. Brandon Simmons, he's at QB, so that's him right there. And he's looking off these defenders, right? He's looking off these guys at the second line, at the second level of the defense. So we got boom, this guy right here, this guy right here, this guy. You want to make them believe that you are getting ready to pass the ball. That's to open up some space. So as he's doing that, you have things unfolding at the first level. So you have the linemen right here blocking for the run. So you got a kick out block here. You got a pass set block there. He's kick stepping back. You got a hat on a hat here, right? Hat on a hat, hat on a hat. And now we got two. Kevin Toot right here, he's going to come over, he's going to pull, right? And he's going to try and seal this off here for that linebacker that may eventually come down to try to clog up this play. Now, as all of that is happening, J5 has his eyes on where he wants to go. And that's extremely, extremely, extremely important. When you're in the backfield, because I know sometimes it may not always just be running backs. It could be slot receivers that are back there for a specific play design. When you are back there, always keep your eyes in the direction that you are going. You see where he's looking. He's looking over here. He's not looking at the QB. Right? If he looks like the QB, he's gonna miss everything that's happening. Like there's so many things that can happen within a matter of seconds. You got to make sure that you always have your eyes up. So when you're getting ready to take the handoff, make sure that you have a good pocket. Right? That's what we call it here. Make sure you have a good pocket for the QB to put the ball in. Right? Because you don't want to have fumbles. You don't want to have turnovers or anything like that. So you want to make sure that your pocket is good and you just continue to have your eyes on your destination. It's the QB's job. In this case, it's Brandon Simmons' job to put that ball where it needs to be, right? So with that being said, that happens. And, J5 is able to adjust because he's always had his eyes downfield. And by the way, it's a lot of great blocking going up right here. So you see, you got Matt Snow right here. He's on that D end. Then you got a hat on a hat here. You got a hat on a hat here. You got a hat on a hat here. Toot, he's getting ready to go take this guy out. So now 5 has this lane or he has this lane. So he's got some options here. So he takes this side, right? And we'll see what he does. So after he takes that side, he goes ahead, he makes his move. Boom. He attacks that hole, right? So now when you're a running back, you got to hit that second gear. There's no more tiptoeing. You want to tiptoe through holes. You don't want to move slow through these holes because they close. These gaps close quick. At every level, the speed of the game gets faster. Players are bigger, they're stronger. So you want to make sure that as soon as you get into that open space, right, you take advantage of it. You go full force, like a dog when he's hungry. You got to get downhill and down the field fast. So you just got to explode. And as J5 was doing that, you got some good blocking going over here, right? You got Matt. He's taking this guy helmet off. You see that. Good blocking. 5 hits that hole. And, he's got this linebacker that's trying to come over, and he sees 23 coming down at him. You see, he's always got his eyes up. Make sure you keep your eyes up. You got to see where you're going in order to make adjustments, right? So 5 has got his eyes up. He sees 23 coming down, and look at the move that he makes. Boom. Oh, my goodness, right? You see that stick? He puts that foot in the ground, that foot right there in the ground, and watch what happens to 23. Watch as he puts this foot in the ground. Look to see what happens. Boom. Right? Boom. Boom. Look at that. With him just doing that one stick, he put his foot in the ground in order to create more space for himself. And in doing so, he takes out 2 defenders. This guy runs into his own player. He runs into his own teammate. So that's 2-for-1 deal right there. We'll take those any day, right? So he hits that guy. Now that's 2 less players that 5 has to worry about, right? So he's going to make sure that he does whatever he can to make the most out of this run. Now, as he's doing that, he knows he's got that guy out the play. So now all he has to worry about this guy that was coming over. That was that other linebacker, right? So he puts that stiff arm out. Stiff arms are an easy way to create space, but you got to be strong to do it. You can't give nobody a wimpy stiff arm because that's not going to do anything for you. That means you got to get in the weight room. You got to make sure that when you give a stiff arm, that player feels it. So he does that. Boom. Get him out the way. You're not hearing it. Now, once you get past that second level as running backs or as ball carriers, whenever you get into that open space, when I played running back or when I trained with them and did some exercises with them, a lot of the things that your running back coach emphasizes just get into that open field. So once you break through that second level, the thing that should be in your head is I need to get to the hash, I need to get to the numbers, I need to get to the sideline. Hash, numbers, sideline. It's just the level that you have to go when you're getting across the field, because ultimately that'll get you in the open space. Because you know what? If you just continue to run straight down here or decide to veer in here a little bit, that's where you got all your players coming from. Look, you got a couple of players that are already coming from that direction, right? So you got a couple of players coming up from the direction. You got this guy coming over. These guys are chasing you from behind, so you don't necessarily want to go ahead and run into the space here, right? So you want to get to the hash, right? When you're in the middle of the field, get to that hash. You want to get to the numbers, and then eventually you want to get to the sideline, right? And that's how you finish plays. So that's what 5 does. He's looking for that, right? He's looking for boom. He's gets out there. He's on his way there. He sees this guy right here. Now he's trying to use his blocker. Read your blocks. Read your blocks. As a ball carrier, you need to make sure that you use your teammates to your advantage. That's what they're out there for. To help you get as many yards as possible in the score. So if you're a ball carrier, don't go ahead and continue to run out here. You know what I'm saying, right? Even though you are trying to get to the sideline, don't continue to run out there when you know that this defender has a clear shot on you. Don't do that. You're right. You're not maximizing the play. You're not maximizing the run. You're trying to get down the field and score. So use your blockers. This is what you got to read the blocks too. Don't just run and run into your teammates back and say, you're not blocking. Nah. Read what he's doing, because you know what? If you can influence a defender to make you think you're going one way, you actually help this guy out, right? So you see 5 is great at that. 5 is great at influencing defenders and manipulating him to go one way so he can come back the other way. Look, he's running this way in order to get this defender to keep going that way, right? And then he just cuts it back here. That's what you're supposed to do. Use your teammates and read those blocks. right? Boom. So he gets that off of there. Now here you go. Now you get ready to get into contact. So when you get into contact, the number one thing is, yes, to protect yourself, but also to protect the ball, right? The ball is important. So when you get ready to create contact like this, make sure you got that ball covered, right? Make sure you got that ball covered so his helmet can't hit the ball, or when you hit the ground, the ball doesn't pop out, because that ball is precious. And in critical games like this one, where we went down to the wire with this game right here, you want to make sure that you don't give them a chance at any momentum. You don't want to give them the ball back. You want to capitalize on the things that you have going for you. So protect the ball, right? Protect the ball, and then finish the play. Finish the play. Boom. There you go.